Hi guys, welcome back to another Tuesday Live, in which you get to hang out with me, Jess, the Book Witch. I am having a pretty nice day. I woke up feeling like, ugh, so I'm feeling a little bit like that too. I enjoyed washing the dishes outside. We have to get our septic fixed, and we can't put a lot of fluids down the drains, so that's got me back into like camp infrastructure. So like I went and made a dish sink that is like a tub and then like a rinse bucket and then like towels and a dish rack, and I'm like I'm loving it. I don't know why. It's like I was listening to like a food justice podcast this morning, and I had all those things down and I was just like washing dishes, and it was like so blissful. I was like so happy to be outside doing dishes. Hello. I asked people on Instagram if they had any questions for me for Q&A, and I can just get into those now. And if anyone hops online, then we will pull Heartquest cards for you, and at the end I will pull Heartquest for you who's not here live with me. Thank you for being here. We are all existing at the same time, and I think that we have that in common. And so let's start there. Okay. So one of the questions I got was if I could help a new witch cast spells. And I have some thoughts on that. So a spell is basically just an intention that you would like to produce a certain result. Okay, so a spell is presence plus intention that would get you the certain result that you want. So it's an energetic indication, it's an energetic action that turns things from what's not physical to the physicality of existence. So if you're a new witch, there's a few things that you should have in mind before you wish something that is non-physical to exist in the physical realm, because there's always things that need to be recognized and to be felt and understood. It's important that we listen before we teach, that we actually do the inner work before we lead. Those things are all important to make sure that we have a foundation that's in integrity with who we are. So if you're a new witch and you would like a spell, like to make a spell, first of all, think about who that spell is going to affect. Think about what enables you to do such a spell. Think about all the things that would that it could take away from. Basically, you want your spell to not do any harm. Your spell, as long as you're doing a spell that is to benefit like your greatest good, another person's greatest good, the collective good of everyone, then your spell is going to be a lot more heart-centered and your spell is going to be more felt. And so just make sure that you're in integrity with your morals and ethics before you even think about making a spell. I always think about that. I'm like, yeah, I want this, but what does that mean? And then your imagination really goes and like, if you allow it to, it can really circulate like how your spell can actually help other people. Because a lot of things can. Like if you had like an abundance spell or anything. Jenna Libon, love you speaking on live and speaking on intention and collective highest good. Thank you. My heart goes to you. Thank you so much. So the power of intention in itself is actually like, what is the spell? The spell is action from an intention and to produce your result. So when I make books and I want to make magic in my day, anything I'm doing is putting that thought into action to get the desired result. So when I spellbind books, for example, and I'm really taking that person's intention and essence and binding a book for them, that spell is the book. The book is the tangible item that they get to use and that they get to carry with them that is the result of that spell. So if you want more clarity in your life, or if you want abundance, like you're tired of being broke, or if you want love, all those things, and you like to bring a spell about them as a new witch, I just want to encourage you to remember that your spell should not be doing other harm to other people. It's supposed to lift you up, and it's supposed to lift other people up. You do it in an energy of not harming. You do it in energy of healing, of transformation, and of change, you know, because I really feel it's like an energetic thing, but I feel like us humans are forces of nature. So as forces of nature, we can like really do some damage, you know, and we can also really heal collectively, heal animals and plants. Like, don't even get me started about how we have so many brain capabilities that help us be vets and botanists and farmers, you know, like everything. So remember that your spell is this, okay? Remember that your spell should not be harming people. So you want to start with that. You're like, open a container, okay? A container is a room in which you can sit in which there is a safe space. A container could be outside where there's not actually walls. It doesn't matter. But if you have a container, I usually start with fire. So I like light a candle whenever I'm starting a spell. Fire is my thing. But if you want to bring a bowl of water, if you want to like bring an incense, if like think elements and think ways in which you can bring the elements into this. And then you're the one that says it's a container. You're the one that says, okay, this is the space, because you hold the space as a witch to create a spell that you get the desired results. So most of the spell making is all up to your creativity. It's a creative effort. You make the spell. The spell is what it is. If you agree that green means money, if you agree that yellow means money, you can choose what elements to put into your spell. What's number one important? Hold on, Dina, I'm recording a video. What's number one important is that you really feel it. So like in your gut, in your heart, in your womb, you know, like it's important, instead of worrying about who the authority says is an abundance candle, that you feel like that this is right. And if it's important to you to use the right color candle for the right spell, then do that. If that means that it's more valuable and that it's more powerful for you, then do what the spell book says, okay? But if you don't, if you just have a yellow string when when a spell that you're doing asks for a red string, then you know that you're in control of the spell and that you choose what is in your spell. Trust the inner authority, my new witch love. Trust your inner authority. You can make a spell that has all of the elements that are around you. You don't need to go to a crystal shop. You don't need to go and pick up a gallon of ocean water if you don't want to. You know, you can make your own salt water, things of that nature. My daughter's on the other side of the door, but she's being good. You're being good, babe. So it's new witch. I want you to remember not to harm. New witch, I want you to remember that you have everything you need. You don't need to go out to a store and get an orange candle, a piece of sandalwood, some sage. I have a rosemary bush right here, and I use that as my sage because it's right here. No one needed to harvest it. No one needed to do anything. I use rosemary as my sage because I don't need to go buy a bundle that's been transported to me. I don't know where that bundle of sage came from. I know where the rosemary bush outside came from. I water that thing. You know what I mean? Just forget all of the things on the outside of you that tell you you need anything else other than you to be a witch, okay? All those things are like wonderful additions. But if you're a new witch, you just need you. And you just need your presence. That's all you need, okay? You assign meaning and value to all the elements that you are using in your spells. New witch. Dear new witch. I think that's all I have to say about that. Hi, Amanda. Oh my goodness. Do you guys want me to pull a card for you? I just answered a Q&A. Suggestions for new witches on how to do spells. Would you guys like me to pull a Heartquest card? No, 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 Zena. Jenna says, love talking that personal power. Yes, Jenna. Jenna, you were here. You want cards? Okay, I'm going to pull for Jenna first. She's been here listening to my Q&A. Oh, yin. Jenna got yin. My Wi-Fi just went out. Are you here? Can you guys see me? Live video ended. Sorry, YouTube. You can fast forward this. Oh, and YouTube, I want to tell you that I am actually, it's not working. I am going to begin I already have began documenting our move and how Mountain Bounds is going to the Midwest. It's not working. It's okay. I tried to save it. All right. So Jenna, you got yin. And I would ask Jenna if she was here and we were connected right now, that what this card means to you. Yin is the more feminine. Lorena. Hi. Hi, hi. So Jenna, you got, okay, Amanda's back. Jenna, we got disconnected. My internet's been shabby. Hi. Do you want me to pull a card for you? Okay, I was waiting for Jenna to come back, but she's not. Okay, Jenna, you got yin. So Amanda, I'm going to pull a card for you next. I just worked with Amanda recently. She's representing Kansas. Is it Kansas City? I think it is. Amanda. I just smile when I think about you, Amanda. You're so fun. I love watching you. Okay, you got explore. Is this orange? Yes, it's orange. Sexual chakra. Orange. Kansas City, Missouri. That's right. Okay. What does this card bring up for you, Amanda? Kansas City, Missouri. Your book is amazing. I can't wait for you to see it. Jenna's back. Hey, Jenna. Jenna, I pulled the yin card for you, which is the feminine. Hi, Jenna. It's the yin card. You can watch this on YouTube later if you want to see. I'm sorry that Instagram dropped. Hey, Tanya in the house. Tanya, you want me to pull a card for you? Amanda, it says, seeking so much knowledge, but not sure about that chakra. Sexual chakra, Amanda. Basically, pussy magic. Okay, who is next? Lorena. Lorena. I'm sorry if I'm not saying your name right, you guys. I'm not the best at that. Lorena. Pulling a card for Lorena. Ah, heal. Lorena, you got the heal card. Heart chakra. What does this bring up for you? These are self-inquiring cards, you guys. So you find meaning in it, however you decide to. Heartbreak for sure, she says. Yeah. I've been crying a lot lately, in case you were wondering. Recent endings to major relationships. I feel you. I have a lot of that energy going on myself. Whew. Everything that is broken can be mended. Every day we are anew. Tanya, I'm pulling a card for you. Ah, bliss. Oh, Amanda says she just put together what mine really means to her. So Tanya, you got bliss. This is orange. It's also sexual chakra. Or is that red? No, it's very orange. Orange. Bliss. Orange chakra. Amanda says, you know when it just like smacks you in the face? Yeah, it's like click. It's all together now. Tanya, you got the bliss card. What does that bring up for you? I really want to say thank you guys for being here with me. It's so much of a relief. I know I can just show up. Like I'm actually gaining energy from doing this right now. Because when I can tell on my face that I don't feel very good. I know you guys don't like see my face as your face every day, so maybe you feel or you see differently than I do. But I'm like, oh, you don't look like you feel good. Okay, Tanya says something. I was kind of waiting. Okay, so Jenna says, I love how you said about self-inquiring cards. Mine are similar. To my partner who is skeptical of tarot, how would you say self-inquiring cards are similar and different? Ooh, well, tarot, you have to have a definition of what they are to understand them. So when you have a tarot card and you get like the Six of Pentacles, you don't really know what that means. You can inference from what the card is, but you have to look up like what part of the cycle that is bringing up in your life, you know? So with these cards, yeah, they all represent the chakras. Let me show you my little guide right here. So these cards, they all represent chakras. Hey baby, can you close the door? But other than that, it's all, I think Amber could explain it better, but really it's just that fact that you can show these to anyone and they could get a feeling or an understanding of it. Jenna says, I'm sending you love, also in case you couldn't already tell. Thunder, lightning. Tanya says, I'm finding my sexual self again, so it definitely fits. Same here, says Amanda. Dude, same everywhere. Tina has weaseled her way into the room now.
What's weasel mean?
Weasel is an animal.
I animal my way into here.
Okay. So I'm going to pull a card for the collective. And then I think I'm going to cut it short. I had one other Q&A question. Zena, please don't. I'm so... I love you.
Love you.
Tanya says, finding the bliss in the moments I'm able to be my whole self, feminine energy and all. Yeah. It always feels really powerful. Can you not lean on me, babe? Off. I already feel so heavy. Okay, I'll have Zena pull a card for the collective.
I'm gonna do sensing.
Then she is funny, right? Sonia says she's funny.
Sensing just
okay,
like I did before.
For everyone who's gonna watch this later.
I'm gonna do two of them, 2 cards.
Okay.
I mean 3. Fancy.
Great Spirit. Gold is father energy. Let's show up close. Can you do it?
I feel like...
Okay. Well, she's going to pick one more.
You mean 101 more?
gratitude.
Gratitude.
Gratitude. This is magenta. So grace,
Magenta.
angel card, and great spirit. So these cards are for you. Let me know in the comments. Leave me a comment and see if these resonate with you.
Yep.
I always like to know who we're pulling cards for afterwards.
Yeah.
Thank you all for being here so much. We are literally starting packing today. Like, we're getting boxes today, and I'm documenting the journey. So expect edited YouTube videos ASAP, because you guys are going to come with me. You guys are absolutely going to come with me. You're going to get to see my life more intimately. I'll be sharing writings with you and songs and all the things that keep me sane in our loco world and what I'm doing. So be on the lookout for that. And if you're interested in making a book with me, I am getting better and better and better and better at being myself.
Making books.
Making books. I just had a session right before this call that was really good.
Oh, and also she made up to be able, she found a new session to do is not as boring.
A new stitch that I could do that's not as boring.
Yeah.
Happy peaceful packing, says Jenna. Thank you, Jenna. I love your flame and your female energy and that starry sky that is with us every night.
Sensing.
I'm gonna go. Okay, I'll see you guys next Tuesday. Come hang out with me, and then come hang out with me, and then we'll pull more cards. Okay, bye everyone.